Oops, let's see. Well, now you got two of me. There we, oops, one again. Here we go. Okay, so our kids collection come in these signature boxes. They are, I love the way that they open. We have and you can store all your components in here, and they're very easy to maybe travel with or just keep on hand when you're just looking for something to do. Or, you know, if you want to do something with other people. And you'll notice that on the back, on the underside of the box, it says the kit name in a couple of different languages, and has the barcode and things like that. But that's how you know which kit is in the box, because it has no other labeling. So if we go ahead and open it up, this kit is not a stamping kit. So we have two different kinds of kits. One that includes it will come with a photopolymer stamp set and an ink spot. And that's not what this one is like, but it does have some little extra pieces that are added. And let me show you. This kit is called Hooray for Honeycomb, and these have little honeycomb elements. How fun is that? So they are not packed inside the shrink wrap, okay, but everything else is. So I'm going to get rid of my box, and this is very similar to a paper pumpkin kit, which you've heard me talk about, which is a monthly subscription kit. But this one is this is one of the many standalone ones we have that you can order at any time and without a subscription or anything. So I'm just going to open it up and show you the different elements that are inside. So they always include adhesives, and the adhesive I guess that we need in here is just our dimensionals, which is lovely. I always keep them on hand. There's also a little bit of twine in this package. So this is a baker's twine or white. And then we have our card bases. Now this kit makes, let's see, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. So I'm going to take out the elements for each one. Now here's the first one. This is a rainbow, and look at how the rainbow is that extra shiny stuff. So I love these pre-printed cards, and this has it on the front and the back. So I'm going to take out one of everything and then put the rest aside for another day. You can tell I did not make any of these in advance because I wanted to do the whole unboxing. And then we have some envelopes. We have 3 different styles. So there's one for each card that you make. So the first one has these fun circles on it, and you'll see that the inside of the envelope is colored. So that's nice. I'm not going to keep out any of my envelopes because I don't need them at the moment, but we can take them out later. This one must be for the rainbow card, right? And this has a lemon lolly inside, which is nice. And then we've got a fruity one, and this has some of the peach on the inside. I don't know the new names well enough yet, so I think that is a new color. Or it could be the petal pink. I'm not exactly sure. Here's the next card base, and this has balloons, which is very fun for a birthday. And you can see that it's pre-scored, and it's not folded like this one was. This one was folded because in order to fit in the package, it would not have fit if it was open all the way, right? Oh, look, it says printing on the inside too. Very fun. Okay, so that's our second one. And then I'll put the extras to the side. Then we have some, let's see, these are our sentiment die cuts, and they are pre-printed, and as you can see, they're in several different languages. We've got French, we've got German. Is that it? French and German? Maybe. I'm not very good at this. Looks like there are 4 different languages, so there's another one here. So we're going to use one in English of each of these different ones. So we have a You Did It and a Oh Happy, and they'll go on different cards. But I'm just punching out now what we need, and you can see that there are 4 different, four sheets. Actually, 3 sheets. Sorry, 3 sheets of dies so that you can have them for each card that we're making. And here's the last card base, and this one has the fruit, and you can see that the blueberries shimmer on this one, which is very fun. Okay, and then we've got another sheet of those different different sentiments. So this one is a congrats in English. And then the last one is very proud of you. Now we have 4 here, so that means one card is getting 2 sentiments. So we'll see how that's going to work. Okay, so we've got our 4 different sentiment die cuts over here. I can't really see them. There we go. And the things are to the side. Then we have some extra elements, and you can see that some of them have that glossy texture to them. So again, I'm going to punch out one of each of these to use on my card, and one of these. I'm just looking at it and picking out all the different pieces, and then we of course need one of these. Some people do crazy things with the extras, but not me. I throw them away. And then finally we have, these are little glue dots, and this is the way that Stampin' Up! Provides adhesive in all their kits. I guess it's a cost-effective means, and all you do is, I find it easiest to use my Take Your Pick tool, and you can just get underneath it, pull it up, place it where you want, and then take off the backing. And it's an easy way to do it. I tend to just use the adhesive I have on hand, but when I'm traveling or something, it's nice to have these. They do slow me down though in a class, so that's why I don't usually use them in a class. Okay, so that's where we have that. But the most important thing that you get is on the reverse side of the cardboard that held all the goodies is the instruction sheet. Now, not only is there an instruction sheet, but there is also, there are QR codes that can, this teaches you online basics, and then also this one will show you, will basically do what I'm doing, but they do it in fast actions that you can see how to assemble all the different cards in the kit. Okay, so now that we have that, we get to see what we're making. Okay, so these are the different card designs. The suggestion was for this, well, I'll get to it. When we get to it, I'll tell you. So when you open it up, it has instructions for each card. So the first one's going to be the berry card. The second one is going to be the balloons. And the third one is going to be the sun. But what I like to do first is go to the final page, which has all 3 of the designs. And it tells you the pieces that you need. And then I just make piles. 3 different piles just to know which card gets what piece. So let me fold that open so you can see what I'm doing. So card number 1 is the berries. So I'm going to go ahead and fold mine in half so that I can put it up in a pile, and you can kind of see the bottom of it. The second one is going to be the balloons. And of course, I should use my scoring bone, and I will, to give it a nice crease. And the third one is, whoops, the rainbows. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see which goes with which. So this, I can see from here that I need this strip and this and this. And so I guess it's going to be the top of the strawberry, right? So let's put that in pile number 1. And that's over there. Yep, and also the very proud of you goes there. Pile number 2 just needs the balloon. And we have, yikes, couldn't pick that up. Our starburst, I guess. And then Oh Happy Day, which is the balloon. I must have pushed it onto the floor. Always something. That's one thing you'll learn when I'm doing one of these classes. Something always happens. Unbelievable. But I will find it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to take another one so that I have it. Oh, I already had it there. Duh. I wish this was live so you could tell me. What a dodo. Okay, so we have our Happy Day. We have this, and then we're going to add our honeycombs in a minute. And this one also needs some twine, but I do that at the last minute. So I'll put the twine there. And then this one gets both. Let's see, you can see that this is the rainbow card with the cloud. Gets the 2 clouds. Congratulations, you did it. And then we'll need the honeycombs. So let's take a look at our honeycombs. I didn't take those out yet. So we've got 3 different kinds. This one is the berry that I kind of showed you before. The second one is that I pulled out is the yellow, and that actually goes with card number 3. And the third one is the one that is, I guess, pool party or close pool party probably, and that goes with card number 2. So as not to delay this, if you're watching this and want to fast forward, feel free after it's live, because I guess it's going to get a little bit boring because it's kind of a whole class all done in my quick class, which is not usually my intention. So, okay, so for our first card, I'm looking at my instructions, and it says that we're going to fold our card, okay, in half, see, and then we are going to put these, this is the denotation for dimensionals, and these are the denotations for the glue dots, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use those. So I'm going to do exactly as they said. So they said on the back of this one, here's my scoring bone. Let's give this a good score. So it lays flat. There we go. On the back of the green, we are going to use, they said 3. So here we go. 3 dimensionals. Easy peasy. On the back of the smaller one, we're going to use our little glue dots so you can see how they go. I'm going to do it on this card only, and then I've switched to my Stampin' Seal so you can see this. That goes there, and they are very nice size. They're very flat, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and just remove the backing. See how I do that? I just press down on it with the point, and it just picks it right up. So, all right, so that's that. And then on the back of these little guys, the back of the big one gets 1 glue dot and 1 dimensional. I should put this here so you can follow along. It's right here. 1 glue dot, 1 dimensional. Oh no, it fell into the abyss. Just had these glue dots here, but so here's where I'm going to just use my Stampin' Seal. You can see how it works just as well. And this one just gets 1 dimensional. And let's go ahead and put it together the way that they say. So the next step, you can see, is to put these pieces down. So I'll show you that. And then, so all the 4 pieces that we just put glue on. Okay, so the big one, we're going to lay down at the top of this strawberry. Okay, and you can see how the bottom is sticking down, but the top sticks up. And then this is going to go right in that spot. So we have got some dimension there. Then we'll put our label here, or the backing of the sentiment, and that goes up here. Very nice. And then very proud of you goes on top of that. They have it sticking out on the other side. You can see I just did these 4 things. Okay. Lastly, we're going to take our beautiful strawberry and we're going to open it up just so we can see it first, right? Because I have to do that. But what we do is we just peel off the backing. So it has some, it's self-adhesive. And if you have trouble getting it, you can, I just moved to another edge, but you could always grab your, here, I'll do it now. Just grab your tool, any of your pokey tools that you might have on hand. And you can, I should have done it first, but you'll see that it'll just peel up when you get the corner. Not the best demonstration, huh? Anyway, here it is. And what we're going to do is lay it down on the card front, right on top of what we just put on. And because it is so nice and sticky, it is going to hold everything together, and we've got a berry on the top of our card. Now, one of the things that I heard mentioned is that when you do this on this card, how do you get it into the envelope? And it's really, you can't. Nobody's figured that out. So this is a great card when you don't need to use the envelope, when you can give it in person. The other suggestion was to put this on the inside of the card instead. and put it like we're going to do for the next ones, which will pop open when we open it. So, but this is how the instructions are for this card. So I wanted to do that exactly as they said. Okay, let's move on to card number 2 quickly. And this one has the balloon, which is very fun. We have very simple instructions. We're going to put this on the inside of the card, meaning we're going to open this up and put our balloon there. That is the first step. Then when we close it, we're going to put the sentiments on the outside. So let's go ahead and just do this first. This is why we get all of our supplies ready ahead of time, so that we can just quickly assemble and know that we have the right pieces. I used to do it the other way, which was one by one and finding things, and I just find it is far more efficient. Now, if you're looking to waste time, or you only want to do a set of 3 cards at once and just the ones that you here we go, we're aiming for, sorry, I'm talking and trying to work at the same time. We're aiming for this little bow that's down here, and we're going to put this right on, see what I'm doing? I'm right on the score line. And then I'm going to close it and watch what happens. Ta-da! We have a pop-up balloon. Can't be any easier. Of course, that's the highlight of this card, but we are going to continue. But what I was trying to say was that if you wanted to, you could just take out all the pieces for one set of cards. So you could make all of these at once and save the others for another time, because you want to savor the experience, which I highly recommend, because these are fun. These are fun, and it's a great way to have a bunch of birthday cards on hand, because most likely you do not give the same card. You'll have 3 of the same, but they can go to different families, or people from different sections of your life. And then the last thing is our twine. So we're going to take our twine. So everybody says the hardest part of any of these kits is finding the end of your twine. Once in a while it's hard and it gets buried under there and you have to cut it and start over, but not this time. This time worked out great. And here's a little pointer for you. On the inside, I've opened up the instruction sheet, and on the right side of the instruction sheet, you have a ruler. And this card, whoops, in the middle here, recommends 12 inches. And this is meant for different markets, obviously, because it has different languages. So it does have metric on one side and what we use, what imperial on the other. And so you're just going to measure out the 9 inches and then another 3 inches to get to the 12. I find that they are very generous in their suggested lengths, but I'm going to do the full 12 inches for you. And for this, we're just tying a bow, and I'm just doing that in midair, just like you would do anything. I didn't tie an initial knot first. I just go ahead and wing it, and then I can trim it to how I like. But this bow is going to go underneath the balloon. So let's do that, and that gets put on with a glue dot. Okay, so here we go. We're going to just put it like that, and I'm going to go ahead and use my glue dot, which mysteriously showed up again. They do that. They just get buried. And so I'm going to lay it down here. I'm just trying to get it off the pointer. And then I'll take off my backing. That's down. And then I can take my bow. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. Take my bow and place it down like that. If I want to, I can trim. But I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that's fun. So that's card number 2. And the last card is very fun, and we're also going to put this on the inside. So let's take a look at our instructions. Here we are. We're going to put our sun, just like we did on the last one, right in the middle, so that it is the center of so it's like the fireball in the center of the sun. So I'm just peeling that off. That's one side, here's the other. Whoop. And I'm going to lay it down just to the side of the score line. And then I'm going to close it up. And voila! Beautiful! beautiful, beautiful. I love pop-up elements no matter how we have them. And then for our sentiment clouds and the sunburst, this is how they want us to assemble it. So it's 2 glue dots on the front side, which is unusual, of our starburst. So let's go ahead and get 2 of those on there. Whoop. Grab this, put 1. I would normally just use 1, but hey, they said 2 and they give us plenty, so why not, right? So pop those off very simply. And what they say to do is to take the congrats and have the sunburst come out of the cloud. So that is what I'm going to do. Just lay it down. Look, there's our element all set. And then this goes onto the card with dimensionals. Okay, so let's see. Now they cut up some dimensionals and put them on the rays of that sun, and I will do that too as soon as I can find my dimensionals. Oh my goodness, they're right here. Okay, I need somebody like who hands me stuff for my videos because I can never find anything. Actually, I usually have a separate table set up as well where I put things, but I didn't do that today. So for these little sun rays, I'm just going to use, let's see, I think this is going to be fine. These little edges, so I'm going to cut up a few. I'm not going to do it on all of them. I believe they did, but it's not going anywhere, I promise. So these fit right on the little rays. So I did every other one, but you can do all of them. And we're going to take off all the backings. Did everybody see my tip the last week or the week before? You just put your fingernail in the middle and it pops up the edges. See that? How easy that is? Fingernail in the center, pop it up. And we're going to add that to the card. So I'm just doing that. There we go. And then we have the You Did It. This also gets 2 dimensionals. Again, I don't usually use quite so many. These dimensionals are really strong. They don't go anywhere, so there's no need. And I hoard them, of course, as you all know. And there we go. So we have just finished 3 cards, 3 different card designs. How about that? How fun is it? So congrats, you did it with the pop-up. Oh, happy day with the pop-up on the inside. And then we've got our very proud of you for the outside. So I hope that you've enjoyed seeing exactly what a kit looks like and how you unpack it and how you can just make it very easy to make a whole bunch of cards right away. We have kits for so many different occasions, but this one is particularly good because it's great for birthday, and you could always sub in different sentiments that you want. I often will use the reverse side of a sentiment. Oops, I'm showing the other camera, right? The reverse side is blank, and I can stamp my own sentiment on there if I wanted to. So I think that's it for today. So I'll be back next week with another video, and I will promise that I will be showing the different shading stamp set that I had promised last week to share, but I didn't get to. So that's why I shared the kit. Anyway, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.